Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I just want to teach you a very important skill that a lot of Amazon sellers and people learning how to sell on Amazon never get taught. And they should honestly teach you as like a first line skill in general for starting a business on Amazon in general. So without further ado, like and subscribe and let's get right into it. All right, guys, so we're in Product Opportunity Explorer right now. Reason why, this is by the way in Seller Central. I don't want to scroll up because then you'll just see my Seller Central account name and that's private info. But this is Seller Product Opportunity Explorer. Essentially, what this does is you're able to get some research on keywords, aka markets, to really discover search conversion, growth, this or that, to kind of understand more in-depth data about your market. So about 4 months ago, I found this market, maybe 6 months ago actually, called lice prevention spray. It's a really interesting market actually. I was really considering doing it, but it requires a lot of certifications that you need that would cost a lot of money, but it's actually a pretty good market by the numbers. So most important number I look at in Product Opportunity Explorer is search to conversion. This means like out of how many people search, how many end up buying, right? Which is really important because we don't want this to be 0%, because if it's 0%, then we're just seeing that people are searching and not buying and just scrolling, right? A typical number I like to see is over 5%. I want to see a good amount of people searching and buying, but it's obviously really hard to be over 10%. In this market, it's actually really good. You will tend to see the percentage of people searching and to converting being higher when the prices are lower. So for example, in lice spray, you could see there's $9, $12, $15. But there are some $20 ones like this one and others that are $25 making 3,000 units, which was a plus in my mind. Like, okay, I could sell for 20 something dollars. But reason why search to conversion is so important is you can actually get a really good idea of your typical conversion rate, what you will have when launching your product, right? So for my market in particular, the search to conversion is about 6%, and it's my actual conversion rate is actually really close to what the search to conversion. My other friends, including my mentor, sells in a really good market, and his search conversion is exactly like his conversion rate. Reason why this is so important also is because we can calculate, guys, what our price we will pay on PPC is. So like if our search to conversion is 10% and our cost per click for PPC is $1, it means on average we'll be spending $10 to get an order for ads. Reason this is so important is in order to rank on Amazon, you have to run ads. Like, it's mandatory. You have to be good at running ads to get ranked on the first page. So essentially, like, we have to find the data that's going to make us get on the first page in the most efficient way without losing money, right? To have the highest percentage chance of selling great. Because you're not going to sell great until you're on page 1. So if we type in lice prevention spray, this is Helium 10, by the way. I use this for all of my product research, and I am using Magnet right now to essentially figure out what my cost per click is going to be when I run ads. It's the suggested cost per click around the range of what I'm going to be doing. And so to narrow this down, we're going to just do lice keywords, so phrases containing. So I don't want to see any other keywords containing the word lice other than, or I don't want to see any keywords essentially that don't contain the word lice, right? So I put search volume highest to lowest. And this is really cool, guys. So like $1.26, right? And what's cool is like you can get in a calculator and be like, okay, if my cost per click is $1.26 and my search to conversion, guys, is upwards of 12%, that means on average probably around 8 clicks we will get an order, 8 to 9 clicks. So if we times that by $1.20, that's probably going to be around $10, right? So then with our fees and how much we'll be spending to get an order to get ranked, we can calculate if we can be profitable or not, right? So the way to do this, guys, is there's a really good calculator here where we could say, okay, on ads, will we be profitable day 1, right? This is a very good thought we need to have. So if it's $24.95 and cost to get an order for ads is, let's say, $10, and let's say our cost per unit that we're buying it for is 2.5, so it's $12.5. So that means on average, off the bat, we will be profiting technically by data specific, by kind of average. Obviously, like if you have a terrible listing, your conversion's not going to be good, right? There's so many factors to this, but this is definitely a plus sign in my book when I see a good cost per click and a good search to conversion. So hopefully this helps you guys out, because a lot of people just go into markets blind and are like, oh, the revenue's great, there's low reviews, but the search to conversion might be 1%, and they wonder why they don't sell good on day one. So just be very wary if you're going to be profitable day one by the numbers, and come in this from a data perspective. It's very important. Overall, though, Helium 10 is amazing. Like, you can search highest to lowest search volume, get your suggested PPC, just to know if you'll be profitable day one, because this could be a $10,000 mistake you make. And just by simply knowing this knowledge can save you so much money and making the right market to get into. How I did this again, magnet. It's really just a keyword data center, right? You get a lot of data based on search volume trend, this or that. What's also cool is I can kind of see the best time to launch a product with Magnet. So, okay, so for like lice prevention spray, right? We can kind of see the best times of the year to sell it, right? As we could see, when school starts or even over summer, there's a big demand. So right here, as you can see, school's starting, right? So there's very strong demand when school starts. So we would want to release this product if we were doing it probably in early August, right? Mid to early August, because that's when we can have a great chance of getting orders that just from high demand coming in, right? But you could use this for a lot of markets. I mean, that didn't look good because it was just really trendy. But with markets that are like very evened out or just kind of niche that sell 8 months out of the year, like my market sells 8 months really good out of the year, if you were launching a product in there, you definitely want to launch during the time it's getting very popular again, right? It'll be easier to rank in general. So very cool feature in that end. But hopefully you guys liked today's lesson. It's very important to know your search to conversion, know your PPC cost. All of this is crucial. So hope you guys have a great day. Later.